AstroPrinciple guides you into Saturn's karmic journey through 2026, a year shaped by its slow movement through Pisces and its retrograde cycle from late July to mid-November. As Saturn activates deep emotional layers, your karma unfolds through discipline, clarity, and spiritual accountability. This year reveals where you must release, rebuild, and rise with conscious intention. Aries enters 2026 with Saturn continuing its transit through your 12th house, intensifying karmic cleansing from January to mid-May. AstroPrinciple helps you navigate this quiet but powerful phase where hidden fears, unfinished emotional stories, and old karmic debts rise for release. Between January 20th and May 16th, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada pushes you to confront isolation, financial drains, or emotional fatigue. From May 16th to July 27th, as Saturn shifts into Revdi, you begin closing long-pending chapters, especially related to past relationships or unresolved responsibilities. When Saturn turns retrograde on July 27th, karmic loops reopen, urging you to revisit decisions made earlier in the year. Dreams intensify, intuition sharpens, and spiritual guidance becomes clearer. By November, you begin integrating lessons with maturity. As the year ends, you emerge lighter, wiser, and more aligned with your soul's true direction. Taurus moves through 2026 with Saturn reshaping your 11th house karma, influencing friendships, networks, and long-term ambitions. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year where your social circle undergoes karmic filtering. From January to mid-May, Saturn and Uttara Bhadrapada test your patience with group dynamics, revealing who genuinely supports your growth. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi pushes you to release outdated dreams and refine your long-term goals. Financial gains may feel slow but stable, rewarding consistent effort. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, old alliances may resurface, offering closure or second chances. You may feel compelled to step back from social noise and focus on meaningful connections. By October and November, karmic rewards begin to crystallize, especially for efforts made over the past 2 years. As the year closes, you stand supported by a clearer vision, stronger boundaries, and a more aligned community. Gemini enters 2026 with Saturn continuing its karmic pressure on your 10th house, shaping your career, reputation, and long-term responsibilities. AstroPrinciple helps you navigate this demanding yet transformative year. From January to May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada intensifies professional expectations, pushing you to refine your skills and prove your reliability. Authority figures may challenge you, but these tests strengthen your leadership. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi brings clarity about your true calling, often through delays or redirections. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, past career decisions resurface, offering a chance to correct mistakes or rebuild foundations. This retrograde phase may feel heavy, but it sharpens your discipline and purpose. By November, momentum returns, and your efforts begin to show tangible results. As the year ends, you stand more grounded, respected, and aligned with a career path that reflects your authentic identity. Cancer moves through 2026 with Saturn activating your 9th house karma, reshaping your beliefs, spiritual path, and long-term worldview. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year of deep introspection and philosophical growth. From January to mid-May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada challenges your faith, urging you to question old assumptions and seek truth through experience. Travel plans may shift or delay, pushing you inward rather than outward. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release outdated belief systems and embrace spiritual maturity. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, unresolved issues related to education, mentors, or legal matters may resurface, offering a chance for karmic correction. This period deepens your inner wisdom and strengthens your emotional resilience. By November, clarity returns, and your spiritual direction becomes more grounded. As the year ends, you carry a renewed sense of purpose, guided by a belief system that truly aligns with your soul. Leo moves through 2026 with Saturn activating your 8th house karma, bringing deep emotional transformation and financial accountability. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year where vulnerability becomes your greatest strength. From January to mid-May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada exposes hidden fears around intimacy, shared resources, and trust. You may feel pressure to confront debts, emotional or financial, that you've avoided. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi pushes you to release old emotional attachments and patterns of control. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, unresolved issues in partnerships or joint finances resurface, offering a chance for karmic correction. This retrograde phase may feel heavy, but it teaches you to surrender pride and embrace emotional honesty. By November, clarity returns, and you begin rebuilding with stronger boundaries and deeper self-awareness. As the year ends, you emerge more grounded, empowered, and spiritually aligned. Virgo enters 2026 with Saturn continuing its karmic influence on your 7th house, reshaping relationships, commitments, and long-term partnerships. AstroPrinciple helps you navigate this year with patience and emotional maturity. From January to May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada tests the stability of your closest bonds, revealing imbalances in responsibility or communication. Partnerships that lack structure may feel strained. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release unrealistic expectations and embrace healthier boundaries. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, past relationship issues return, offering a chance to renegotiate agreements or heal old wounds. This period may feel emotionally intense, but it strengthens your understanding of loyalty and commitment. By November, harmony begins to return, and partnerships built on honesty and mutual respect grow stronger. As the year ends, you stand more confident in your ability to love with clarity, balance, and emotional integrity. Libra moves through 2026 with Saturn shaping your 6th house karma, influencing health, routines, work responsibilities, and daily discipline. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year where structure becomes your anchor. From January to mid-May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada highlights inefficiencies in your habits, urging you to take responsibility for your physical and emotional well-being. Workload may increase, but it teaches resilience. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi pushes you to release unhealthy patterns, refine your schedule, and prioritize self-care. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, old health concerns or unfinished tasks may resurface, demanding attention. This retrograde phase is not punishment, it's karmic maintenance. By November, you regain momentum, supported by stronger routines and clearer boundaries. As the year ends, you feel more grounded, productive, and aligned with a lifestyle that honors your long-term well-being. Scorpio enters 2026 with Saturn activating your 5th house karma, reshaping creativity, romance, self-expression, and inner joy. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year where emotional authenticity becomes essential. From January to May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada challenges you to take responsibility for your desires, pushing you to refine creative projects and confront fears around vulnerability. Romantic connections may feel serious or demanding. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release ego-driven patterns and embrace more mature forms of love and expression. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, past romantic dynamics or creative blocks return, offering a chance for healing and clarity. This phase may feel emotionally heavy, but it deepens your understanding of what truly brings joy. By November, inspiration returns with greater stability. As the year ends, you stand more confident, expressive, and aligned with your heart's authentic rhythm. Sagittarius moves through 2026 with Saturn shaping your 4th house karma, bringing emotional grounding, family responsibilities, and inner restructuring. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year where home becomes the center of karmic lessons. From January to mid-May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada highlights unresolved family dynamics, property matters, or emotional roots that need healing. You may feel pressure to stabilize your living environment or support loved ones. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release old emotional baggage and redefine what security truly means. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, past family issues or unfinished home-related responsibilities return, offering a chance for closure. This retrograde phase may feel heavy, but it strengthens your emotional foundation. By November, clarity returns, and you begin rebuilding with maturity and inner peace. As the year ends, you feel more grounded, centered, and aligned with a deeper sense of belonging. Capricorn enters 2026 with Saturn influencing your third house karma, reshaping communication, learning, and daily interactions. AstroPrinciple helps you navigate a year where your words carry karmic weight. From January to May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada pushes you to refine your communication style, confront misunderstandings, and take responsibility for your mental patterns. Siblings or close relatives may require attention or support. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release outdated beliefs and adopt more mindful ways of expressing yourself. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, old conversations, unfinished agreements, or past conflicts may resurface, offering a chance for karmic correction. This period deepens your emotional intelligence and strengthens your ability to communicate with clarity and compassion. By November, momentum returns, and your voice becomes more confident and grounded. As the year ends, you stand wiser, clearer, and more aligned with your authentic truth. Aquarius moves through 2026 with Saturn activating your second house karma, reshaping finances, self-worth, and material stability. AstroPrinciple guides you through a year where discipline becomes the foundation of abundance. From January to mid-May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada highlights financial responsibilities, urging you to manage resources with greater awareness. You may feel pressure to restructure spending or stabilize income. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release unhealthy attachments to money or self-doubt. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, past financial decisions or unresolved self-worth issues return, offering a chance to rebuild from a stronger foundation. This retrograde phase may feel restrictive, but it teaches you resilience and long-term planning. By November, clarity returns, and financial stability begins to strengthen. As the year ends, you feel more secure, confident, and aligned with a healthier relationship to both money and self-value. Pisces enters 2026 with Saturn continuing its transit through your first house, shaping your identity, responsibilities, and karmic maturity. AstroPrinciple supports you through a year where self-discipline becomes your greatest ally. From January to May, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada pushes you to redefine your boundaries, strengthen your emotional resilience, and take ownership of your choices. You may feel heavier than usual, but this weight is shaping your long-term strength. Between May 16th and July 27th, Saturn in Revdi encourages you to release old versions of yourself and embrace a more grounded identity. When Saturn retrogrades on July 27th, past insecurities or unfinished personal goals return, offering a chance to rebuild with clarity. This phase may feel introspective, but it deepens your self-awareness. By November, momentum returns, and you begin stepping into a more mature, stable version of yourself. As the year ends, you stand stronger, clearer, and aligned with your true path. AstroPrinciple reminds you that Saturn's 2026 journey through Pisces is a year of karmic refinement, emotional maturity, and spiritual accountability. As Saturn moves through its direct and retrograde cycles, you are guided to release what no longer serves you and strengthen what truly matters. This year invites you to rise with clarity, discipline, and soulful intention, aligning your path with your highest karmic purpose.